Okay, fans and friends, this is session 5 on logic and clear thinking. Not many people view these sessions, and I know why. Most people think they know everything they need to know, and they need not bother learning anything new. Well, if that's your attitude, go watch TV. I'm doing these sessions because I think logic and clear thinking is important for the salvation of our nation, our democracy, and for the protection of your own personal interests. Now, last week we had some assignments about decoding various statements. And the first statement, I hope you did your homework, was from Austin Powers, the movie The Spy Who Shagged Me. And he said that his father had no prejudice against foreigners, but disliked the Dutch. Now, the interesting thing about that statement was, of course, it was meant to be funny. But it is an illustration of a contradiction. Because if he doesn't like the Dutch, it's obvious that he does have a prejudice against at least some foreigners. Now, the other statement in the homework was, I don't mind hippies, I just don't like their lifestyle. Well, that of course is a contradiction too, and the speaker therefore reveals himself as a hypocrite. Now, the last statement that I asked you to review was "Make America Great Again." Now, the person that says that is telling you that he believes that America is not great and that it was great at some other time, and we have to make it great again. So therefore, the person that's talking does not believe that America is great. Either that, or he's pretending he doesn't believe America is great. Well, what's the truth? Is America great or not? If you look at the economics of this planet, America is great. If you look at the military capabilities, America is great. If you look at political capabilities, America is great. So someone who says, let's make America great again, is arguing against a pile of evidence, and therefore is either a bullshitter, that is doing something for effect without due regard to whether it's true, or under a disillusion about the real things that are happening. Okay, so today I'm wearing my academic gown to try and impress you with my authority, and that I have something in back of me that you might want to pay attention to. Today I'm going to talk about my ability to understand the nervous system because I am a neurologist. And can we speak frankly? What you have in the hollow round of your skull is a fossil left over from 300 million years of evolution. It's probably equipped to help you live in a little village with 45 people, or to be a hunter and gatherer, something like that. But it is not equipped to handle the complexities of modern life. So we have to use reason and logic to help it understand what to do in modern situations, which it is not evolutionarily equipped to handle. Now, the reason that we're talking about this is that the brain has certain inherent biases, and these interfere with correct and constructive analysis of situations. And today we're going to cover the overconfidence bias. Every study done on Americans shows that they're overconfident about things. 93% of American drivers think they're better than average. That is mathematically impossible, since average means 50% above and 50% below. But this overconfidence doesn't confine itself to Americans. 73% of Frenchmen think they're better lovers. That's impossible too. Mathematically impossible anyway. How would they know? What's their evidence for it? They're just being subjective about their own capabilities and therefore overestimating what they can do. 58% of the faculty of Northwestern University considers themselves in the top 25% of teachers. That also is impossible. Okay, so what? We overestimate our abilities and everything. What's the problem? Well, the problem is that for simple things, it doesn't matter. If you want a vanilla or a chocolate ice cream or some kind of trivial decision, it's okay. But if you're going to invest in cryptocurrencies, you better do a lot of homework to see if that's really a reasonable thing to put your assets in, or your 401k. And by the way, the Wall Street Journal reported on Friday that cryptocurrencies were worth $3 trillion in January of this year, and last week they were worth less than $1 trillion. So they lost 2/3 of their value. So most people, I think, who have purchased cryptocurrencies are not particularly happy about their previous decision. Other major decisions. Should you start a business? You have to look at the market. You have to analyze the situation. You have to see what your capital requirements are. Can you weather the storm, and so forth. That's where reasoned and thinking counts a great deal. Who should you marry? What house should you buy? Maybe you should have a civil engineer analyze the house to make sure it's sound. Things of that sort. This is what I'm campaigning on. Don't overestimate your ability. Sit down, analyze, and think. Okay, here's the homework for next time. The first quotation is from Tom DeLay, who was a representative in the U.S. Congress, who was subsequently indicted and convicted of some kind of campaign finance criminal activity. And he said, and this is a statement I want you to analyze, I want you to unpack it and tell me what it means. He says, people should not apply to Baylor University because Baylor University does not teach creationism and they allow sex in the dormitory. Okay, here's your next homework assignment for you to think about and tell me what it means and what the overt and covert message is. Here it is. Usually, I don't go to bed on the first date. And then here's your third assignment to think about. Doc, $35,000 is the lowest price that I can charge you for that boat. I can't go any lower. See you next time, and happy thinking.